And a very, very warm welcome along, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone's doing well today. Welcome over to Better Games and Georgia on Twitch, and to Gemma Barnes, Chad Northern, Cumbay, David Ettles, Deadpool, and D1 over on YouTube. I hope everyone's doing very, very well today. Alajango, thank you once again for subscribing at Pokeball Tier on YouTube. That has come up in the chat today for some reason, so you're getting a double thank you there. We are going to be running Ampharos today. We've got to get to the Ampharos first, though, so that means we are starting as Mareep. Now, just before we get into the first challenge of today, potentially out of two, depending on how well we do. I know what you mean, Kanbei, about the cough. I've been coughing all morning. I am hoping that it will just subside enough for the stream today. We never did the leaderboard for Mega Houndoom last time. So, what I'm going to do now is I am going to show you where Mega Houndoom placed on the leaderboard. I got the images generated up after stream. 31st place for Mega Houndoom. If you haven't seen that one, it is available as a VOD on Twitch for the next 2 weeks. It's available here on YouTube as well, forever. So, 31st place. You can see we were just a few minutes ahead of our Houndoom redo from quite a few months ago now, actually. Maybe even a year ago. But with that out of the way, we can turn our attention over to this particular challenge. We are running Scamphy the Mareep. We've got a Berry with Tackle and Growl, 10 in attack, 10 in defense, 13 in special attack, 11 in special defense, and 10 in speed. And apologies, I seem to have messed up my... This is the wrong window capture. So I'm going to have to fix that very, very quickly. Because it's got bits cut off, and we don't want bits cut off. Look at that. That's absolutely terrible cropping by me there. Goodness me. Let's get that in its box all correctly. There we go. Happier with that now. Right. Enough faffing. Let's try and get the timer on screen. And let's get going before anything else goes wrong. So with any luck, both streams will hold up again like they did on Monday. And we're just going to rush, I think, for the first little bit here. Three shots on our first, well, 4 shots on our first wild Pokemon. We're not in the slow experience group, thank goodness, this time, though. And I wonder if we'll get another full-on shiny like we did on Monday. This is feeling like medium slow, my favourite experience group to start off with. I'm not smart enough to have them all memorised. So I just have to guess by the first couple of knockouts. Gonna get Thundershock at 9, which is going to be fantastic for Falconer's Gym. And we are running with Hidden Power Ice today. My shiny luck is the opposite of Kim's. Those of you who didn't see yesterday, goodness me, Kim had an absolutely torrid time trying to get a shiny male Nidoran, I beg your pardon. She got it at 3 times the odds. I have to say, she had a lot more patience than me. I would not have been able to persevere. That's one of the beauties of doing challenge runs on stream. There's a definitive end point. Amphia's medium slow, just as I'd hoped. Are we going to get poisoned? No, because it didn't use an attacking move. Fantastic. Yep, 3 times the odds, Georgia. It was not a fun time for her. She's got a really busy day today as well, so I doubt she'll be popping in. But that just means we can say all the nice things about her. We're only mean about her when she's here. There we go, Rival 1 no issue, grow up to level 8. We didn't get this berry on our first pass, so we'll get it now. And then we're off to name the rival. As always, we'll call the rival triple question mark. And welcome in Harlequin Nova. What on earth do you want me to imitate? Over on Twitch, we have a channel point redeem, which is imitate a Pokemon's in-game cry. Please be kind to me. You're not sorry for that. Depends which one it is as to whether you need to be sorry or not. I do need to make that so that it has a text box for the channel point redeem. That's something I'll do after stream. Oh god, I don't have a cooldown on that thing. D1, what do you want me to imitate? Suicune. Oh, that's a isn't it? And Cricketune is whoop. Goodness me. One or two more battles and we should have Thundershock. We'll get it off, Joey. There we go, level 9. Thundershock acquired. And now we don't have to worry about accuracy until Falconer's Gym. I'm so sorry, Pidgey, for that. 2-shot on the Rattata. We're getting a lot of wild encounters today. Never say no to a Hoppip. Very good experience. I don't know Guzzlords. And I'm not familiar with Titans either. So I would have to probably have a look in the break at those two. Zap Cannon might very well be used for red. Didn't mean to battle Wade here, but we waded into it. Don't think we're going to do early Sprout Tower on this one. We don't have the moves for it. We'll grab that ball just in case we need it. Yeah, seeing as it's a 3-shot against a wild Bellsprout, we're definitely not taking on Sprout Tower quite yet. Instead, it's into the gym where we've got 2 trainers plus Falconer to go. Don't outspeed Spearow, but we will get rid of it in 1 shot. And I think we'll do the Falconer special of a potion and a berry if we need it. I dread to think what that Pokemon is you have in mind, Georgia. You know what, I don't think we'll even need the potion. Let's see how we get on. 1 shot on the Pidgey. Pidgeotto goes for Tackle instead of Mudslap. And that gives us the win. 5:52 for the first badge. I'm just pausing the timer to have a quick sip of drink. Because goodness me, my throat is not playing ball today. Let's unpause now that we got our first badge. And we can start heading towards Azalea Town. Thank you for the tackle, Georgia. We'll remember to pick up the egg today as well. We're going to have no mistakes in the run. It's going to be a perfect run from start to finish. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. Let's move on. Don't need the Miracle Seed. We will get the Purr's Cure Berry. Not that we'll be holding many items from after Jasmine onwards. That is true, the Professor must have paid a fortune for that egg. Actually, no, I get the feeling Mr. Pokemon isn't really aware of things that go on. So the Professor probably ripped him off. That was a special ability just for Ampharos Kanbei. We don't have Radio Tuner on this Mega Ampharos. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Those of you who are missing context, on Monday's stream, I completely forgot to pick up the radio cards, so we cheated. I get the feeling that Mr. Pokémon is either incredibly rich or incredibly poor, and there's no in the middle for him. Conscious choice to battle both the Poliwag and the Magikarp on this route. I want to try and get as much speed stat experience as possible. And we get our evolution into Fluffy. We're halfway towards our Ampharos now. Now we don't want to battle youngster Gordon today, because he's got a ground type, and we're not particularly good against the ground type until we get hidden power. We don't have hidden power yet. However, we can easily take care of these birds. One thing that amazes me in Gen 2 is just how little ground types you come up against. Like for mandatories, I might be wrong, but I think your first mandatory ground type is at Bruno. So you've got a very long way you can go without having to worry about electric immunity. Oh, of course, Steelix, but most of the time you just set fire to that, don't you? And it goes away. But still, only 2 up to Bruno is quite remarkable. Welcome in, Joking Alpaca. I hope you're doing very well today. I really should stop buying those super potions there, because we never use them. And now that we're in the forest, we're going to pause the timer, and we're going to get our HM friends. First up is Paris, as always. Great ball, and it'll be a 1 catch. And then we'll get our Psyduck as well. That's a super potion. We don't want to be using one of those. Unpause the timer, and we'll take on the Rockets. Thank you for the lurk on Twitch as well, Cambe. It is really appreciated. And welcome in, Glorg. I hope you're doing very well today. It's nice to be super effective against that Zubat after last time. My mind is on lunch as well. I decided not to have lunch before stream. So I'll be having some LA Diner chicken bites after stream. Thunder Wave acquired could be useful for Whitney's Miltank. But other than that, I think it's going to be a little bit surplus to requirements. Yep, the farm food special is what I'll be having. It's like popcorn chicken, but bigger. Battered covered chicken pieces, not as big as a tender, but not as small as popcorn chicken. I've got some LA Diner Goujons in the freezer. Ooh, Georgia, the chicken and... without the cheese for me, but that chicken rainbow salad sounds absolutely gorgeous. I do like a good banana and a good satsuma as well. Almost like a chicken potato wedge if it was battered. And Chilling Lurking, thank you so much for the $5 super chat over on YouTube. Thank you for the kind words about being glad I'm back. My favourite Mega. It's a weird one, but I'm going to say Mega Pidgeot. Because I just love the Pidgeot line in general. Welcome in, Wash or Vosh. I'm not quite sure what that first letter is. My glasses do need a bit of an upgrade. Had Specsavers post me a letter multiple times going, it's been over 2 years since your last eye test. I'm like, yes, I know, but I'm lazy and it's expensive. With that, we've beaten up Bugsy. 12-16 for the Hive badge. Gonna be sensible today and take lots of little pauses for hydration. I'm doing very well, thank you. Sound worse than I feel today. Mega Salamence. Did they ever make Mega Salamence? It was Mega Flygon they never did, wasn't it? Yep, 3 for 10 on those LA Diner Chicken Goujons. Bloody bargain. Let's unpause the timer. Mega Swampert, we could look at doing that, you know. Because we've already got a back port, or at least the sprites made up for the Mudkip line. So we could look at doing Mega Swampert in the near future. If that's something you'd like, let me know. I can see about getting it done. Kind of playing for the paralysis here on the Bayleaf, and it's just not happening. Mega Sceptile is another good one. Thank you once again, Chilling Lurking, for the $5 super chat as it's fallen off the top of the screen. I do like Mudkips. We're showing our age with that, aren't we, Kanbei? I've got the sprites for regular Lucario's lines, so we could look at Mega Lucario as well. I'm going to be throwing the dice here with Bayleaf. As long as we get through, we're fine on the Zubat. I'll take 2 resets at Rival 2 for a resisted type. I remember the OG Badger as well. You're in good company there. I tell you what, after stream, well, maybe not directly after stream, I'll need to eat. But I'll look at trying to get a Mega Swampert sprite made up. And we can look at doing that next week. I've got Mega Aerodactyl made up now, as well as Mega Pidgeot. Should really be doing my extra steps there to save bag time for the repel. Welcome in, Paul Anthony. I hope you're doing very well today. See, I like doing the sprites because I feel it brings a bit of my personality into them, i.e. somebody who's not artistic at all. Gotta let this repel wear off, and now we'll pause the timer. We remembered to get the Abra first time, aren't we clever? Stick on a repel, there was something else I was going to do. Headbutt, that was it. Everyone seems to be coming down with this nasty cough. I've had it on and off since the 2nd week of January. It's horrible, isn't it? Something going around definitely globally as well. Because we're pretty much on opposite sides of the world. Good morning, Seth. I hope you're doing well today. Just a reminder, by the way, that next week, if you're in the US, the streams are going to be an hour later because our clocks are going forward here in the UK. So we will be looking at an hour later for everybody to the west of me. Same time for everybody east of me who does follow daylight savings time. We also want a fire punch here. Are we happy enough? No, we're not. So we'll get rid of Thunder Shock in place of Thunder Punch. are also going to get the Fire Punch as well in place of Growl. I'm out of tests to see if it is the nasty C word. My Goldenrod geography went all over the place then. I hope you can avoid illnesses until well after your dream holiday. Georgia, where are you going if you don't mind me asking? It's still going to be 2 PM for us, Kanbei. It's just we're catching up with daylight savings time because we're a few weeks behind the US for that. Japan for 3 weeks sounds like it should be a very, very good time. Now this is an optional ground type, we'll beat it up regardless. And its mate as well. And then we'll swap Thunder Punch to Tippy Top for the Zubat. Thank you for the lurk, Seth. Have a very safe drive there and back. Well, I'm assuming you're driving back as well. Be weird to just start living in the hairdressers. Thank you, Luke, for the best of luck. Bloody need it. We're in Goldenrod City, and last stream, Goldenrod City broke my brain. Tell you what, we'll try beating up this Tangela. Gotta do whatever you can to boost your immune system, haven't you, Georgia? Supplements, healthy eating, and I do bloody none of them. Shaun the Sheep is doing very, very well. Just a couple of resets at Rival 2, nothing too terrible though. I sleep too many hours at the moment. The new medication I'm on is very much sending me to sleep and then some. Double Slap's absolutely fine on the Clefairy there. Straight into rollout. Straight into being fainted. I don't think we get any Dragon-type moves at all. And it made a little bit more sense still to have Hidden Power Ice over Hidden Power Dragon. Unfortunately, unless we learn it as an Ampharos, we're not going to get Dragon Breath. I can't see the Dragon colour in the list as a Fluffy. But we might get it as an Ampharos, we'll have to see. Make our base in Ecruteak City for a little bit. $1,800 is not bad for 3 weeks away. Flareon, you didn't have to critical hit us like that. That was mean. If you aren't familiar with how we get the Megas, by the way, as soon as we've beaten up Jasmine, we will get our Mega Stone and we'll be able to Mega Evolve whenever we want. I was going to say at will, but I think we can Mega Evolve at more than just will. Flareon does want to be the fluffiest, you're not wrong. I remember the name Sheep in the Big City. God, that was 2001-ish, wasn't it? Here's HMO 3, and there's the Mega Ring. That's half of what we need to Mega Evolve. Jasmine will help us beat up. Beat up? Not beat up. Jasmine won't help us beat up anything. Jasmine will help us get the other half of what we need. Don't know why I said Jasmine will help us beat up. Fire Punch will help us beat up Jasmine, though, in a couple of gyms' time. Taking a little bit of a risk here by doing Haunter early. Well, the whole Rival 3, Rival 3, I was correct, early. Level 28 acquired, a nice one-shot to finish off on the Zubat. She probably did put Secret Potion in the Mega Stones, that's how they work. I remembered as well to get that HP up. I couldn't believe that I got it. We might have to take a very quick diversion over to get the Mint Berry. But we're going to see how we get on. We have Ponged Ping out of the way, and let's move on to Medium Grace. One shot on the Haunter, very nice to see. We might even get an evolution, you know. So yes, we meant to get away with it. Ooh, that's not great that we didn't one-shot that Haunter. We'll see how we get on against Martha here. And then we'll decide what we do after this. Welcome in, Oddish. I hope you're doing very well today. You're alive! So am I. Barely, but I am. There we go. Level 30 acquired, and we get ourselves Ampharos. That base speed is still only 55. I reckon. Very quick detour. To go and get ourselves the Mint Berry. Goodness me, that's very, very warm. There's the Mint Berry. We might as well beat up these ones as well. Quickie Seed probably would do better in a lot of fights on the Mega Stone. And then we'll teleport back. And equip the Mint Berry in the gym. Mustn't forget that. No, not an Abra. There we go. Right, time for gym number 4. That is true. Our Amphi is not sick like the one in the Lighthouse. I was considering having Secret Potion be the Mega Evolution item. Didn't even need the bloody Mint Berry after all of that. We RNG'd our way through. 2453 for the Fog Badge. And there's a rat. I doubt we'll even need the Mint Berry for Chuck, to be fair. Thunder Punch is probably going to one-shot. I mean, we'll still have it on, just because I'm not going to go into the bag and change my item for that battle. Move! Jeez. Bloody sailor. Good morning, Daniel. I hope you have a fantastic day at work. And welcome in, Babiscus. I hope you're doing very well today. Now, believe it or not, we've not done Lighthouse yet, so we've got to waste a little bit of time here. We'll be keeping our Ampharos very securely placed in the Pokeball to ensure we don't catch whatever Jasmine's Amphi has. She's faking it for drugs. You're not wrong, Kanbei. I think that is my favourite bit of lore we've come up with for Johto. Out of everything we've done together, the idea that Jasmine is this nefarious drug dealer who fakes illnesses on beloved members of the Pokemon community in order to get more drugs, it's just fantastic. We've got the Stamp the Run, I think, to thank for all of that. I'm doing very well, thank you, Bobiscus. A little bit of a dicky throat, but we'll power through. That is true, there are no wild Ampharos in Crystal. Jasmine does questionable things with everything. Did we buy Super Repels? No, we didn't. Quick detour back to the Pokemon. Just need to get 11 of these. We've got a menu anyway to teach Surf and Strength to Psyduck. No, we don't want to get Swimmer K-Lead. Grab ourselves the secret potion. And into the next gym we go. Let's hope this one doesn't go very badly. We're through the big threat of this double team. I've been thinking about what Jasmine was doing over in Sinnoh. Autocorrect is filth. I don't have plans to do Sinnoh runs, but if we do, we're going to have a Jasmine crossover. One shot on Mankey, one shot on the other Mankey. How about Primeape? Probably a range there, but we make it through. Let's clear some bag space. Time for Chuck. Let's see how we get on. Shield mode should not have been on Twitch chat either. Well, that was easy. Get ourselves Fly. Teach it to Kenya. And then we do want to pick up the Charcoal. Because we're going to give this to Scampy just for one gym battle. Hopefully it'll give us a little bit more guarantees of knocking out that Steelix in at most 2 shots. Can you fly me around the world? I'm not a plane, so I can't. Have to say, we're on a fairly good pace for a live stream. I got my passport about a year ago. I changed my name by deed poll, and goodness me, it was an absolute nightmare getting a new passport. Is Jasmine done? It's good to be back, David. You can call me Max Power if you like, Kanbei. It's not my name, but you can call me it. Is that a super potion? Yeah, we'll pick that up. No, we don't want to battle him. Are we going to see Mega Venusaur again? I bloody hope not. There was the cropping issue at the start, Kanbei. You're not wrong there. There we go. There's the Mega Ampharos sprite. No Mega Venusaur today. Look at all that hair. It's got more hair on its head than I've had on my head the entire time I've been an adult. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's extra robotic limbs. Get ourselves hidden power, we'll need that for the dragons. Mega Amphi is going to be weak to Lance. I'm very tempted, you know, not to Mega Evolve for Lance. Oh, we actually need to beat up the Gyarados, don't we? Forgot about that part. Come here, Gary. And we don't have any Thunder Punches left, so we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way by critical hitting instead. Red Scale acquired. Hello, Lance. Yes, we don't like you. Never have done. Never will do. And now we've got a bunch of under-leveled Pokemon to get through. I reckon Lance is the kind of person who downloads Stable Diffusion onto his PC to try and conceal his tracks. Level 37 acquired. What level do we get anything good at? No level. We've got all our good level up moves now. And the answer to the Dragon Breath question is no. We don't get it, unfortunately. We do get a nugget of wisdom there. Lance does think Blade Bladob Legends is good. This stream is not sponsored by Blade Bladob Legends and never will be. Because I've presumably managed to piss off everybody at Blade Bladob Legends enough for them to never bother reaching out. Thank you for the 100 bits. Georgia, hopefully the Jinx Cry comes through. If not, I'll do it me bloody self. A blah 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 blah. Sound alerts have been a little bit dodgy for me lately. I tell you what, I'm going to pause the timer. Just going to have a very quick switch to a different overlay, see if I've got sound alerts there. This is my generic overlay. I'm going to see if I can manually play that Jinx cry. How do I log into sound alerts? Streamer login. Log in with Twitch, please. Yes. Yes, authorize. Thank you. Sound alerts dashboard. Yes, I've read the terms and conditions. I haven't, but I have. There we go. There's a Jinx. I'm not indebted anymore. Let's unpause the timer. Double check that we've got both passwords. We get there in the end, don't we? I'm hoping that Jinx cry did come through then, and I'm hoping it wasn't ear-deafeningly loud. By the fact that Oddish has gone the horror on YouTube, I'm assuming it has. I will turn it down on the break. You've only got yourself to blame for jumping, Georgia. Please, no more sound alerts, just for a moment, while I try and do this one-handed. Properties, control audio via OBS. Sound alerts turned right down. Right, hopefully, any more shouldn't be scare your tits off loud. We'll have to see, though. That's the beauty of streaming both to YouTube and Twitch. We get the madness of Twitch combined with the madness of YouTube. We'll headbutt that first of 3 Electrode. Do the same on the other one. There's the Sonic Boom, the earth-shattering Sonic Kaboom. I always forget that the rockets actually have names in the Gen 4 remakes. I blame myself for getting Border Douglas that time. I completely messed up the movement. At least we're going to get to level 39 as a result. Right, Price. You've got a ground type as well. Forgot about that. Shows how much attention I pay to you. I mean, well, you can just fire punch it away. You don't really have to think about the ground types, do you? Something a lot of electric type Pokemon have in Gen 2 is a huge advantage over ground types. Is that next badge acquired? Got a little bit of housekeeping to do now before we take on the rocket section. We'll probably take our first break after we have done the housekeeping. Because I do want to do Sprout Tower as well and pick up the rare candy so we're not playing catch up. I can't remember Ampharos' original placement. It was fairly good. onto the floor I dread the most. This little bit of movement here is the movement I dread more in challenge runs than anything else. Before we go on break, I will have a little look at the leaderboard with you all, see where Ampharos lives. I'm glad your shiny live index is slowly filling up, Gemma. It's a big endeavour. Amphi probably does get a little bit slower, both in real time and base stats with Mega. Off to Violet City we go. Amphi did not need a speed debuff. It's already slow enough as it is. It's slow enough to be a Gen 7 Mon. That could be a point. It could have been for a Trick Room team. I do feel bad beating up this Sage a whole 33 levels higher than him. But he lives and learns. New Bark Town is next. Because we're going to very quickly nab at this rare candy. Almost done with the housekeeping, then we'll take a very, very quick break. It'll be a 3-minute break, and then we shall be back for the rocket section. First of all, what crap don't we need? Not going to use that. 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 Or that. Or that. That. Or that. Or that. And then we can also sell the charcoal and the 4 nuggets. We're rich. We're going to be poor again in a second, though. There we go. Our Amphi is all medicated. So let's heal up in the Pokémon Center. We shall pause the timer at 44:38. We're going to take a very, very quick 3-minute break. I'll see you all in about 3 and a bit minutes' time. And a very big thank you for your patience there. We are now back. We are ready to unpause the timer, and we'll do the rocket section. I realise I've forgotten to check where Ampharos is. We'll have to have that as a bit of a surprise when we finish this challenge. And I'll only mention it once, but if you do want a second challenge today, there is a goal on YouTube. I'm not going to keep pushing it. It's there if we want it. If not, we can always do it next week or week after. It's not like we're not going to see that challenge. We just bring it forward. Custom themes would be great on the Switch. It's something I'm sad they never did, because they went all out on the 3DS, and those themes were really good. It really is invigorating gameplay, isn't it? Up here in the radio tower. It's my big gripe about Gen 2. This section here has no point. You don't get any meaningful levels, especially if you're playing with a full party. It's just not great, is it? Exactly, zzz, is how I feel about this section as well. And then just to make it worse, they give you an executive with 6 at the top. Like, yeah, this is mandatory after 7 badges. It doesn't matter which order you get the 7 badges. The 7th badge is what triggers this. So it's not like you're going to be underleveled. Oddish, thank you for the vote on Mega Birdie. And apologies, Twitch, there might be another advert break coming at some point. It's decided to go rogue. I'm going to try and fix that while still playing the game. I hope you're having a fun time at the hairdresser, not that you can hear me, Kim. Thundersheep is doing very well. We'll Mega Evolve for this battle. Kim's getting her hair done. Our Ampharos will have to get his hair done as well. Well, the rival was as easy as we were expecting. And then there's no sense in Mega Evolutioning for any of these, is there? Hardest puzzle in the world here. 3, 2, 1. If you can count down, you can do this one. Unfortunately, I cannot find a way to turn these adverts off. So I'm pressing the snooze button as often as I can. I'm not going to pick up the Scamulet coin this time. Because I don't want to take off the Megastone now that we've attached it. I think that's going to be an unwritten rule of Mega runs. We'll definitely have enough cash by the time we need Thunderbolt. Because we're not going to need it for the League. Well, for the early Kanto leaders. The only place we might need it is red. So I think even blue will be fine. Clowning on Surge is fun, but we'll clown on him in other ways. Almost at the end of this. No full odds shiny either yet. We're almost there. 2 more trainers, and then we can say goodbye to battling Team Rocket. Welcome in, Phoenix Fire. I hope work goes very well for you. Last rocket, thank goodness. Oh, we ranged that last bloody Magneton? No, that's not a Magneton, that's a Houndoom. In what possible universe could my brain mix Houndoom up with Magneton? Yeah, it's been a very long time since we ran Houndoom. The quicker we can get through Blackthorn, the better. Very glad the smokescreen didn't come into play there. This is our litmus test for Claire herself. We got through that with no issues. And then just to give Claire half a chance, we will Mega Evolve here. Got to at least pretend to play fair. We're both paralysed now. Oh, that was a little bit closer than I'd hoped, but we did get through. Mega Dragonite would be very fun. I've been thinking about Mega Kyogre, Groudon and Rayquaza. Especially Rayquaza where we don't need the held item. It'd be a little bit more complex coding. But I think it'd be worth it. Give Lance a Mega Psyduck and call it a dragon. Why would you sully Psyduck's good name by associating him with Lance? What's Psyduck ever done to you to deserve that fate? Yes, the primal reversions is what they call it, isn't it? Level 50 acquired, that's what we like to see going into the league. Does mean we can afford to be a little bit pickier about who we battle on the way up. Boo, YouTube crashing on you. It was actually a very close fight as well. Mega for Alligator would be fun. A lot of the reason why I got the Mega Code again was because of Legend ZA. Because I thought it would be fun to try out the new Megas in Gen 2. But in the meantime, we'll go for the OG Megas. The cliche typing would be Water Dark, wouldn't it? I mean, it's cliche for a reason. It's the one that makes most sense. I could see water fighting. The only thing that's holding me back from water fighting is the duck in Gen 9 was water fighting at the end. We'll have to see what Game Freak do. You know what they're like, they always like a good surprise. And sometimes a bad surprise as well, to be fair. What's the one Mega you want to see that would be cursed, Georgia? And there is going to be slight flashing just as we heal up now. flashing now over. Apologies about that. Mega Bruxious. Oh, God. We'll now thank the HM friends. So it's a big thank you to Kenya, to Amber, to Psyduck, merci to Paris. And the biggest thank you of all goes to you wonderful HM friends in the chat. We'll get our 4 full restores. Then we'll save before going into the league. We are level 52 with 186 HP, holding the Mega Stone with Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Headbutt and Hidden Power Ice. 120 in attack, 114 in defense, 161 in special attack, 135 in special defense, 94 in speed. First up is Will. Interesting, he withdrew there. It's not going to help him. Maybe it will help him. Maybe we could hit ourselves in confusion. Or maybe we just breeze through. 101.12 for Will. Second up is Koga. Trying to play it smart here. And only Mega when we absolutely need to. Thank goodness we didn't get trolled too hard by Koga there. Bruno's always tough for electric types. We'll see how we get on this time. One shot on Hitmontop. One shot on Hitmonchan, going well so far. One shot on Onyx. One shot on Hitmonlee. What about big old Machamp? I misclicked there. That could have gone badly for us, but we just about scraped through. Welcome in, Becca. I hope you're doing well today. Where are those bloody full restores? They're hiding from us. Karen next. Split for Bruno Squidge, it does help. Fire Punch hit Vileplume, that's one of the big threats gone. Didn't get paralysed by Lick, that could be big. So this is going to range. We're going to have to take a reset. Sand Attack is the bane of our existence as challenge runners. Umbreoth was a lot of fun to make. I'm doing very well, thank you, Becca. Be doing even better if we can get through this Houndoom. I got bloody burnt, for God's sakes. Should be fine. Karen, you absolute scumbag. Elixir, he barely knows her. It's time for Lance, the liar with the flyers. He's a dragon type specialist, allegedly. But we know he's really a flying type specialist. Let's get our big hairdo out. Let's Thunder Punch the Gyarados. Oh, piss. We don't outspeed the Dragonite, and now we're getting locked in paralysis. That's something I didn't think would happen. Outrage hurts. Outrageous. Yeah, we're going to take a reset here. Zard or Aerodactyl's going to outspeed. Don't tease us like this. There we go. You know what? I don't think we need... I think Megaing is doing a bad thing in this battle. So we're not going to Mega. See if that means we outspeed the Dragonite. It does. Just shows you've got to pick your battles to Mega. No Omni Boost there on the Scarodactyl. Lance defeated. We are the champions of the Johto region. And I get to give my thumb a rest for about 10 seconds. Not the cleanest run we've ever had through Johto. I've got no plans for no guard on this particular one. But I'm going to look at abilities and megas at some point and try and combine them together. So we are 106.19 through the league. Definitely not the fastest we've ever been. But not that awful. It'd be fairly easy to get in. All we need to do is check if the Pokemon on the field is Pidgeot and it's Megad, so it's a double check. And if both of those are true, we ignore the accuracy check. So it would be just doing the same as a foresight check, really. The code is in the game already. Let's unpause the timer, let's get Kanto done. It's looking like we'll be seeing Mega Pidgeot in the next couple of weeks. Well, welcome back to HM Friends. Kenya, Abra, Psyduck and Paris. Going to change the time and day. Want to go in this entrance. No, we don't want to go into the other entrance. I lied. Because we just about have enough money to get Thunderbolt now. We were 114 Pokédollars over our target. So I think money management in this one has been spot on. Dip into the Pokemon Center at Olivine. We've got one more rare candy left to go in the Johto region. So most out of the way, it's the worst to get. But we're going to go in with all 10 today. Just in case we need them. And onto the boats we go. Time to do Kanto. Feeling a little bit more confident now that we've got Thunderbolt, I've got to say. The only thing that's holding us back is that speed. But thinking ahead to the red fight, we've got super effective stab for 2 of his mons. Welcome in, GG. I hope you're doing very well today. I'm very glad to be back as well. But thinking ahead to the red fight, we've got super effective stab against Zard and Blastoise, that's the other one. And of course, the first thing we do in Kanto is the last thing we do in Johto. We're going to get that rare candy. This time from the chairman of the Pokemon fan club. We're not going to make the same mistake we did yesterday by trying to risk it over the water. We'll go through the cut tree instead. Surge could actually be a little bit tricky, you know. We're kind of relying. But I'm very glad you corrected that, Kanbei. Very glad you corrected that. Throw me off what I was going to say then. Bloody hell. We were relying on our quad resistance there to Surge's time to get through in a bit of a messy battle, but we get through nonetheless. I don't see it as embarrassing, I just see it as cheering me up. Not that I needed cheering up, I'm in a very good mood today. Let's now beat up Erica. Even though Hidden Power Ice is slightly lower in base power, it's still the slightly more effective move at the moment because we got the badge boost from Price. So Hidden Power Ice, I think, is effective 78 power at the moment, whereas Fire Punch is effective 75 power. The oddities of Gen 2. Once we've defeated Blaine, that will be different. And Fire Punch will then be slightly more powerful than Hidden Power again. Thank you for your very kind words. It's very good to be back. Having an awful lot of fun over the last couple of streams. There are many more streams to come. Don't forget, Friday we've got the return of the gift lock. Going to be seeing exactly who we get from the gym leaders, trying to make our way through the game, hoping that we don't get screwed over along the way. If you've never seen a gift lock before, please do pop in at 2 PM United Kingdom time on Friday. Some of the most fun we ever have, because we never know what we're going to get. In the meantime, we're going to beat up a Noctowl. Birdkeeper Bob there going down. And now it's time for everyone's favourite pushover, Janine. The nepotism baby of Fuchsia Gym. Let's see how we get on. We'll move Thunderbolt up to tippy top spot now. Through the Pokemon that resist electric type moves for a while. I think the only Pokemon that's concerning me at the moment is going to be Misty's Quagsire. Soul Badge acquired. Didn't get caught by that pesky spinner or that spinner. Everything's going well. Bit of backwards rock tunnel action. And we'll take the heal here. It's going to be the last heal we can do until we get to Pewter City. So we've got to do Nugget Bridge and Saffron as well as Cerulean Gym all on one heal. Which, if any of those were a threat, would be difficult. But I can't see any of them being an issue. Maybe Sabrina can outspeed us. But then again, maybe she can't. But F-drop would have mattered if we didn't one-shot. Trying to get on the bike slightly too early there. Now, whatever we do, we must not go into the Pokemon Center. Instead, it's time for everyone's favourite part of the game. It's Nugget Bridge time. Are you ready for our third underleveled gauntlet of the challenge? I sure as heck am. I did get the radio card. Surprising everybody in chat. I'm half competent for once. Pretend I didn't try and headbutt the Tangela, please. Or Hidden Power the Vaporeon, goodness me. Maybe I'm not competent at all. We will have to tune in later to find out if we got the radio card. Of course, definitely, we're just managing PP here. It's exactly what we're doing. Only one more trainer left to go on the bridge. That is far too warm for this time of year, Oddish. Let's try and beat up Whitney Misty. We'll do a Mega Evolution here. We've not done one of those for a while. Oh, she outsmarted us. It's a shame we can just use Hidden Power against her. We don't outspeed the Starmie. And of course, Ice Beam is super effective. But that's all that Misty has for us. We're at that point of the year now, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, where the sun's got a little bit of power in it. And in about 2 weeks' time, where I live, it's going to be sunset after 8 PM. It's going to be glorious. One of these is Lavender Town. We'll get there in the end. Don't forget, United Kingdom and European people, the clocks do go forward. In the middle of the night, Saturday night, early Sunday morning. On to the next gym. It is also Mother's Day in the UK. I won't personally be celebrating that, but if you are, I hope you have a wonderful day on Sunday. I'm liking this moveset as well. We've got a lot of coverage and we've got a flinching move. Do a cheeky little heal here. It would have been nice to get a setup move on Amphi. But honestly, I don't think we're going to need it. I'd love to see a Mega Magmar, which is just all bum. The bum-bummed bum-bum. If you like. Talking of the bump head fire duck, there it was. For all of about 5 seconds. Mega Magmortar is all about the lips, isn't it? Well, Magmortar is, so Mega Magmortar, it would stand to reason, is also all about the lips. Good start here at blue. Not using physical attacks if we can avoid them, so we don't really care about that reflect. Eight-speed Executor, always good to see. Nice. Any concerns I had for blue, straight out of the window there. $165 special attack is ridiculous. I'd love Mega Mimikyu. Mega Dunsparce that actually gains the Dragon type would be fairly cool as well. Let's see how we get on at red. Psychic still hits fairly hard. I can already kind of guess that we're going to win after 10 rare candies fairly easily. It's the Snorlax that's going to be the issue. We've got Zap Cannon, which we can use for Snorlax. I'm just seeing Thunderbolt's probably going to two-shot by the time we get to 74. So we'll keep Zap Cannon as a backup. I'm going to try it first without. It's just a shame we're not quite consistently one-shotting Pikachu. Let's try it with Zap Cannon. Try using the correct move against Pikachu first. Nice crit there. Zap kind of missed. That's not great. We really need that turn 1 Zap Cannon on Lax. We missed again. But we do crit. Oh, for God's sake, we get paralyzed. And Blizzard KOs. I was having a chat with a couple of the mods after stream on Monday. We were saying how it's so strange doing red without your choice of held item. Which is part of the issue here. We have to hold the Mega Stone to Mega Evolve. Which was a very deliberate thing when I was coding Mega Evolutions in. Welcome in, Malik, I hope you're doing well. But it does mean that we can't passively heal, or we can't give a 10% boost. Or we can't have that 23% chance of going first. I'm a lot better, thank you, Malik. So for all intents and purposes, we're going in with no held item. Of course, we hit, and he crits back. think I spoke too soon about this battle being easy. Don't worry, I'll always be back when I get sick. Just recovery times can be very variable. We're through Snorlax and we're not paralysed. This is better. He should take in Sunlight. Does next to nothing. Blizzard hits. We're on 3. Not going to outspeed the Zard, are we? Nope. If Blizzard missed, we'd be fine. Thing is, part of the rules of the Mega Challenge is we have to finish with the Mega. Could be here for a while. I love the hair too. It's just a shame the hair's making us weak to ice. Don't know what part of the hair makes us dragon, but evidently some part does. That Espeon stopped using Reflect, which is incredibly annoying. Not getting the RNG where we need it. Welcome in, Mark. I hope you're doing well. We're getting beaten up by red because we can't change held item. There's a Reflect. That's good for us because it should mean we only take 1 turn of psychic damage. Zap Cannon hits. Please be fully paralyzed. Nope. Back into range central on this Pikachu. And we're getting the double psychic again. Double Amnesia is terrible for us there. Thing is, I'm loath to use physical attacks as well. A, because we've already sold Dynamic Punch. And B, because of the charm. Dynamic Punch is not going to do much at all. That was a nice crit. That means we can finish it off with Thunderbolt. Blizzard hit some fucking crits. Absolute nonsense to the highest degree. We'll take that off Venusaur. There, we bloody did it. Ugh. It's like pulling teeth, that red fight, wasn't it? Goodness me. Let's get the leaderboard all generated up. Hopefully. Looks like I'm having a couple of technical issues with this leaderboard at the moment. Let's see where the issue lies. That's where the issue lies. I typed it in wrong. That's why it wasn't working. You got to type the name incorrectly. Let's see where we've ended up. 30th place. We're actually slower than our first Ampharos redo. If I show you page 1, our second Ampharos redo was an awful lot quicker as well. So losing that 10 in speed, was it 10 or was it 20 in speed? Whatever it was, losing in speed really did screw us over in the end. But with that, we're done. There's only one more thing left to do, and that is to go back to Violet City. We will attach the mail back to Kenya. That is true, losing the item options is not particularly good for a challenge run either. We'll say thank you, Kenya, for the last hour and a bit. You've been absolutely wonderful, but you've got to go home. We'll save, as we always do, in front of Nurse Joy. And now, very quickly, before we head off for the day, first of all, come back on Friday if you like, because on Friday at 2 PM United Kingdom time, we have the return of the gift lock. On Monday next week, we've got another mega challenge. Same thing happening on Wednesday, more gift lock on Friday next week. In the meantime, I do want to say a very, very big thank you to Alajango for Pokeball tier, Chilling Lurking for the $5 Super Chat. Kanbei for the £2 Super Chat. Same to Oddish as well. And of course, Georgia over on Twitch for the 100 bitties. I'll be back same time, same place on Friday, where we're going to be doing another one of our famous gift locks, if you like. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you all very, very soon.